It's Tehachapi time. Key Budge Maya Costa today. Maya joining us, our new regular reoccurring show. We've got Brenda and Taylor from TVRPD, our Tehachapi Valley Recreation and Parks District. Ladies, welcome back to Tehachapi.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Yeah, nice to be back.
It's nice because we used to do this like quarterly, and now it's like, no, you guys have so much going on. We need to talk about it every month and continue to update the community on all the special events, programs that you can have, regular programs that run year long. You've got special events that are kind of seasonal, and you've got other events that we're going to talk about today that are like one-ofs. So you guys have got a full calendar and plate.
Absolutely.
For this spring and summer season.
Yes, we do.
All right. So let me ask you, what do we have going on right now that's active that you guys are in the middle of?
Right now we have our youth baseball, so T-ball and coach pitch, and then our youth volleyball. Games have not started yet, but we have teams together, teams meeting, practicing. Volleyball games start this weekend on the 13th, so that's really exciting. And then to follow will be our youth baseball, and that's all we have now for youth sports.
And the kids have such a good time. My grandson's played in it. My son played way back in the day. And it's something that's been a long tradition at TVRPD is these youth programs. And that's really kind of, I mean, obviously with Parks and Recreation, you've got to make sure you take care of the kids. And we've got these programs that start at such a young age at like 4 and 5 and work their way up. And then they kind of transition to other programs. Like with baseball, they transition to Little League when it's age appropriate time, but you guys kind of set the foundation.
Yes, for sure. And it's important for them to just really learn the game and learn to have fun. That's our number one thing we like to incorporate in our youth league, especially that one, our youth baseball, because we're starting young from 3 to 6 years old. And that's where they learn those fundamentals, again, to have fun. And then they move on to Little League where it's a little more serious.
Yeah, it starts getting a little more competitive as the kids get older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I can speak for it just for volleyball. I mean, my daughter started volleyball with TVRPD, and now she's doing the traveling with the Starlings. So it really just kind of starts you.
And does she aspire to get to the high school and play high school volleyball?
Yeah. She wants to. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. She'll be trying the middle school next year. But yeah, she really loves it and really just sparked that joy for volleyball. So
and one thing that I thought was really cool, and I talked with kind of Corey when the Lady Warriors at the high school, their basketball's heading off to play for the CIF championship. Cool? And I said, Corey, I go, man, if you got photos of, I guarantee you almost all of these kids played in your programs, 10 years before, to see a then and now. And when he put that together, I was impressed at almost every single one of those young women playing at Tehachapi High School, representing our community, started at TVRPD.
Yeah. Yes. Not only that, quite a handful of them also end up working for us. So we have we had this year quite a few refs that played for TVRPD and are playing for the high school. So it's really, really neat to see because they like to say, I remember when I played. And, it's fun hearing those stories.
That is really cool. Now, something, Maya, that we've been involved in, that we've in working in collaboration with TVRPD every Thursday at 11, walking groups.
Yes. Fun stuff.
It has been fun. I mean, it's something that we thought would be for us, it's like coffee with the mayor. And it just gives an opportunity for the community to come out and talk to us. And we thought with programs that you've got going, let's make sure that TVRPD is included. And you guys have been out there every single time. And you brought something extra and getting us warmed up before we head out to the walks.
Yeah, so Irina has been she came the first time and was leading stretches. She has been doing free classes on Saturdays at Central Park, which has been great. I think she has had a great outcome. And she's fun, outgoing, and I think people are just really, really excited about it.
Yeah, Rhodes has been just fantastic. Her energy, getting everyone stretched out before the walking. And it just, I thought that was pretty cool that she would take the time that she offers this class. So before we kind of finish up on the walking groups, let's talk about what she's doing on Saturdays and at Central Park?
So it's a mixture of things. I know that she's doing a little bit of trampoline, jumping, boxing. It's a mix, I think, and it's fun because you're not just doing one thing. There's three different things that she does within the class. And again, like you said, she has a lot of energy and she's just fun. And
that's a class that's designed for women, and it's free of charge.
Yeah.
And what time does that start?
At 10, right?
10 o'clock on Saturday Central. Do people need to sign up ahead of time?
No, they just, or actually, yes.
Yeah.
She does have something online where she would like everyone to sign up just so that she has an idea of how many.
Oh, the trampolines to bring and things like that. Okay.
Yeah, because she's limited on how many she has. So she wants to make sure she has enough for everybody.
But I think it's great that we've got a class for women only, at the park, and it's free, and it's kind of an introduction to other things that she offers, and I know we've talked about gym experiences and things like that. Is it kind of a different animal when it's for women only?
I would think so. I've gone to, like yoga classes and things like that, and it does bring a different experience and vibe when it is women only. There's a bit more kind of camaraderie and whatnot. You're cheering everybody on, and it makes the whole experience of working out, which maybe isn't always the thing you're looking forward to most first thing in the morning. It makes it more enjoyable and more of a fun outing rather than something that you have to do.
Then you can go head over to the coffee shop, grab coffee or whatever, and kind of make it more of a day out of it. It's more of it connects to a social experience,
right?
Not just the workout,
right?
Very cool.
Yeah.
And you guys, I'm going to get back to the walking groups, but since we're at Central Park and this kind of an activity, you guys have also opened up something else that takes place. Is it Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays?
Correct. So we have Zumba with Kathy, and she's there Wednesday through Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. at Central Park. That one does come with a fee. She is one of our instructors that is hired through us, so there is a $5 drop-in fee, which is cash only.
And then with that, so a $5 drop-in fee. Now, does her class qualify for the fitness pass if people are looking to purchase, maybe get a little bit discount, but they know they're going to commit to something on a longer term?
Yes. So we have a fitness pass that is $40 for 10 entries. So that saves you $10. So
basically it cuts it down to $4 a class if you want to do it that way.
Yep.
Okay. And do people have to sign up ahead of time?
No, they do not. This is just a drop-in.
Okay. So let's roll back to the walking groups, because the walking groups, we've done it 3 consecutive weeks. We'll do it every single Thursday. We're going to start at Centennial Plaza. We will start to introduce kind of alternate courses that we can take. So the first couple have just been under 2 miles. Now we'll add another mile option to kind of bump it up for those that are ready to make that step, or they can continue on the 2-mile journey, which will be cool. But this ties into another program that I know Sarah E has been that helped create, that you guys have going on right now.
Yes. So we have our Spring into Action Challenge. That is a challenge for anyone and everyone to join. We started that on March 21st, and it will go through June 10th. It is free to anyone who wants to join. We have already have quite a couple groups and competition going on, and there's also individuals. So,
gosh, I wouldn't know anything about that. Who's in first place as of today?
I don't know.
I just pulled it up.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Wah wah.
Wah, wah. And thanks to our marathon team that we had, they logged in a ton of miles. We've been chasing the Tehachapi Hotties and the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And this Sunday we put in a couple hundred of miles just because of the marathon.
Yeah, I think you guys hit 1,000 this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. We're still, I think we're 600 or something?
700.
Oh,
Taylor.
yeah, man.
But you guys are right. I mean, you're the top 4, top 5.
We're top 4, yeah. We're in the 4th place.
And then so we're kind of pushing each other. Now, I will tell you firsthand as the team captain, because we have 2 teams, the city of Tehachapi. We have another one called the Trailblazers. But this is the first team we put together, and that filled, so we created a second team. The competition that has it's kicked up a notch. And I've got Daisy from our finance department. She gets to work early. Today, she's walking laps around the building. Just, before work. She looks at her watch. Oh, I'm 5 minutes early. I'm going to take advantage of this time and put laps in. So it's motivating people to do things that they weren't normally doing. I mean, this is such a fantastic idea. And I start to see the competition, Maya, with all the hiking that you do, you're in like the top 5 of our team.
I'm getting individually bumped down by Daisy. She outwalked me this morning with those laps she was doing.
But I mean, here you are. So we most of ours, when we look at the miles that we put in as a team, are on foot. Mm-hmm. They're either running or walking. And there's some that are cycling and some that are swimming. But ours, we're way off balance. We're like 95% of our miles are on foot. But you're a hiker. Mm-hmm. So you've been able to hike and get your exercise in. The steps, I mean, you kind of challenge yourself with the different hikes that you're going on.
Yeah. And I mean, even on a smaller scale, like for example, last week, the weather was really great at the kind of midweek point. And instead of going to the gym that I, normally would after work for a few days, I was like, nah, I want to go out and walk and try to rack up some more miles so that I can, help our team out and earn first spot. But I'm not anywhere close to there, but that's okay.
Yeah, so we've got the internal competition with the 20 people that are on our team trying to jockey for position, and they're shouting, I'm going to pass you up. Daisy walked by me, bringing Daisy up again. I'm going to pass you up tonight, Key. And sure enough, she did. And the next day she passed 2 or 3 other people, and she's climbing that. I know she wants to be the number one, out of our team. So, but that's the kind of motivation it's created.
Yeah, it's a healthy, challenge, and really promoting that health and wellness that I know is very important for many people. And I think that as the weather gets nicer, it'll be more motivating, and people will be out more, and hopefully joining the Thursday walks.
And the nice thing is this challenge, so the way it's set up, it's going to run through June 10th. So that's going to be the first quarter of the spring quarter.
Correct.
You're going to have a summer quarter.
Yes.
So this competition, and someone could start a team today and get in on this quarter.
Yeah.
And it's free. Mm-hmm. No one has to pay anything, and they just have to self-motivate and get out there and take advantage of the beautiful weather we have.
Oh, absolutely. And again, it's just great motivation. And, Tehachapi Valley Healthcare District is sponsoring this event, and they'll be helping with the prizes that we give out for our top winners.
That'll be great. Mm-hmm. So it's nice. So not only do you have something that the city and TVRPD have come together, working in collaboration, creating these walking groups, encouraging exercise, you guys were able to put a program together that kind of inspired competition within that. And then the healthcare district came on and says, well, let's incentivize people even more and give them prizes for doing well.
Absolutely.
That's when the community comes together. Those things start to work. And I see that it looks like there's more than 20 teams that are in, and I know there's like 40. There's individuals that aren't even a part of a team that are putting their miles in. There's quite a big range of competition, and it's across Tehachapi, not just here in the city, but all the way out to Bear Valley and Stallion Springs.
Yeah, there's a Bear Valley group in there too.
Yeah, there's 36 teams, but I mean, it does seem like some might be individuals on the team end, but yeah. No, we have a good competition going. The city is number 1 right now with 1,000.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
The Tehachapi Hotties are second place. Dolphins are third, and we are in 4th. And then we have in 5th place, Not Fast, Just Furious.
I like that.
They have some really fun names in this walking challenge. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's when you're starting to have a good time. Mm-hmm. It gets creative, and you get a group of friends together, and hey, let's do this and challenge ourselves. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's fantastic that we've been able to work together and try and motivate people to get healthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed.
All right, so we've talked walking groups, we've talked about some of the youth sports, but I know that it's also the time of year when some of our marathon runners, as soon as they got thrown with the marathon the next day, they go, oh, I want to go over to the pool because lap swim is open.
Yes, that is correct. So we opened our pool yesterday. We have our morning lap swim on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. We have our evening lap swim on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. And then we also offer water aerobics. We have shallow water aerobics with Marty Sprinkle on Mondays and Wednesdays from 7 to 8. And then deep water aerobics with Kathleen Klein on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 to 8 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a power outage here, but it looks like we're still recording.
I think it's our lights.
Is it? Is it our lights?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So, folks, as you're listening to this, the lights went out, room went dark as we were recording the podcast, and it's because we've been motionless. We haven't been providing any kind of exercise or movement while we're doing this.
The opposite of what we're talking about.
So Maya had to jump up and hit the motion detector. And where was I at? What was I?
Pool.
The pool, absolutely. Okay. The pool is, now that it's open, and I know we've got city staff that are putting in laps, so we'll start to see that kind of jump up for us. But is this the cost to go? Is that a part of the fitness pass?
No, that's there's a pool pass specifically for pool activities. Same thing, $40, 10 entries. But you can use it for lap swim, water aerobic. You can use it for either of those. And then when we open up, open rec swim in the summer, you can use it for that as well. So all our programs are a $5 drop-in fee. So anything that's at that cost, you can use the punch pass for.
Okay. What kind of response do you guys see, people coming in and getting the passes?
Oh my gosh. It's night and day. I mean, the second the community finds out that the pool is open, we get inundated with people just coming in asking questions and buying passes.
And now how about the fitness pass too? Is that picking up?
Not yet. I think that we are just getting there just because the class just started last week. So hopefully here soon we will be, with the nicer weather too, we'll be getting more interest in those, and we've ordered more. So we're excited. But I mean, for the pool passes, it's people start calling, they get really excited. They come in or go into the pool. So we've already gotten multiple calls, multiple people coming in and purchasing them. And we will soon... We'll be taking card payments at the pool. So we are currently finalizing those details and getting the service so that we can take card payments at the pool.
That's a game changer.
It is. It's a little bit difficult because of Wi-Fi and all that, but we've been working closely with the school district and helping us get some sort of internet out there. So that will be coming in the next week or so. We are finalizing that and then training our staff on it. So that will be here soon. And we've always had our pool at a temperature of 82 degrees. We have bumped that up to 84 degrees. And from what I heard last night, people were very happy about that and it made a difference. So I know that that is exciting, especially at this time where it's not as warm. Specifically for water aerobics. And then we have just kind of a small overhead heater that hasn't been working for, I don't even know how long, but that has been fixed. So that works and is very, very helpful.
That's cool. So it's a lot more comfortable for the swimmers. And we have some avid swimmers, people that are very passionate about getting in the pool and getting their laps in. And they're always like, hey, we want more, we want more. But here you're making sure that their experience is a nice quality, that they can go and say, okay, I'm getting, with my time there, it's warm, it's comfortable, I'm having a good rounded experience. Yeah.
And I mean, our maintenance department has been doing great. They work really hard in trying to make sure everything stays, clean and comfortable for them. I know that they also recently fixed and replaced the drains for the showers that are just like the rinsing showers. So that was really, really nice. And then we will be opening up our summer schedule sometime in May, mid to end May. And our summer schedule will start June 10th. And everything's just dependent on lifeguards, how many we have, their availability. We have a class on May 2nd through 4th for certification. As of right now, we had one a couple weeks ago. We hired 3 new lifeguards, and then we'll see how many we get in May and what everyone is able to do so that we can get to work on that summer schedule.
Well, very good. Now we've got 2 different one-day events that are coming up. And Taylor, you have one. Brenda, you have one. Which one is going to be first?
That's the kids' free fishing day. That's going to be this Saturday.
Ooh, okay. So how old do you have to be considered a kid?
So we're doing it to 16. So 0 to 16, you're considered a kid.
Okay. And so have we been able to stock the Bright Lake, or do we know what's out there?
So we haven't stocked it since last month.
Okay.
But this is really just trying to get kids out and interested in fishing, being outside and learning something new other than being in front of their screens and playing video games all day.
Being a kid again outside, that's such a big deal.
It really is.
And, it's funny, whenever I see a kid there's some kids out in Bear Valley that ride their bikes to the lake to go fish. And it always reminds me, it throws me back to, I'll say like Mayberry, the Andy Griffith show. So that really kind of dates it. I mean, but in the 60s and 70s, you'd see in those shows, kids that have a fishing pole on their bike, they'd ride to the lake and they go fish.
Right. And
we have such a beautiful opportunity for kids to go out and enjoy outdoor recreation. And this is going to be one of those, hopefully an introductory or something that encourages them to get out all summer.
Yeah, that's the hope. We'll have 50 free poles for these kids.
Oh.
So anybody that's wanting to learn or doesn't have a pole, I'll have those available. We'll have some of the players from Tehachapi baseball travel team. They'll be out there helping the kids learn how to put on a hook, put on the weight, and put bait on. They'll try to show them how to cast. So it's supposed to be a little educational for them as well.
When you have that, it's like a clinic, like any other sport. So they don't have to have anything other than the enthusiasm to come out and want to be outside and learn something and hopefully pick up what could be a lifelong hobby.
Right.
Maya, have you ever been out fishing?
It's been many years, but yeah, my dad used to take me often when I was a kid. We lived near a lake and always go out, and I don't know what sort of fish they were, but tiny little things. And it was fun.
Well, I mean, just the thrill of catching your first fish. I mean, I even remember it was great. I want to have that for some of the kids in the community.
You're going to see that. You're going to see that little sparkle in their eye. They're going to get excited when the bobber drops down and they get that pole on the rod, and they're just going to. It is that magical experience.
Yeah.
Now, so how often are we planting fish out there?
So Fish and Wildlife will plant us November through March. So we'll, and they just upped our allotment. So we were only getting 1,600 pounds within those 4 months. We just got 3,800 this year. So from November to March. And then we do a stocking for the fishing derby, and then I have been privately stocking it or secretly stocking it in the middle of the year with funds that's been put aside for stocking.
Very nice.
Yeah.
But that's a 100% increase in pounds that DFWS is allowing to come out. Mm-hmm. Now, is it because the water level is a little bit higher, or what's they seeing the activity? Well,
persistence and calling a lot.
Okay.
I have called them quite a bit, and I have talked to a couple of the people, and they, at first they thought that we were supposed to be getting 4,000 pounds, and I told them no, we're only getting 1,600, and so it was a lot of conversation, and they decided to up our allotment.
Nice. Well, good job.
Thanks.
I know there are anglers that are happy to hear that. They're going right on.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time they're very, very encouraging about all of that. So, yeah.
Well, good. Now, so we've got the free kids derby this weekend. When is our big fishing derby?
It's May 18th this year. So it's May 18th. It's presented by BHE Renewables, and it's going to go for a whole month. So we'll have that one big day on May 18th. We'll do, our first, second, and third place biggest fish, and then we'll still have those tagged fish in there. Tagged fish are going from $2,000 down to $100. So it's really exciting because last year we only had 1,000 was our biggest fish, and this year we have a $2,000 fish.
That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. That incentive is going to draw even more people out.
Yeah.
Now, and then one of the cool things about the fishing at Bright Lake is the campgrounds and that facilities, because it's a beautiful facility that we've got here in the Valley. And the camping, I think, to me is almost, a lot of people don't even realize it's kind of like a hidden secret.
Yeah, I mean, I went, what was it, in March to the boat and RV show down in Bakersfield and talking to people there. Where's Bright Lake? Never heard of Bright Lake. So it's kind of a hidden secret. I like to keep it hidden secret, but then again, I want people to enjoy the grounds as well.
And how many campsites do we have?
48.
48, and then we do have some that have full hookup.
Yeah, so there's 6 with full hookups, and then we have 8 that are partial, so water and electric, and the rest are dry.
Dry, and then and some of those, the dry ones are right down at the water's edge.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Those are most of the dry sites. That's
pretty cool. That you get this different variety, a different feel, if you will, and the ones that have the hookups have a view overlooking the lake. Mm-hmm. Just it's a beautiful setting. Can people book online?
They can, but we don't really encourage it.
Oh, okay.
Just not yet.
Okay, so we're building towards getting that.
Yes, I'm working towards it. It's just our machines. That we have 2 different machines and they just don't really communicate with each other just yet. But it is an option. It's just not really advertised just yet. Okay,
so are we first come, first serve, or is it call into TVRPD to book a site?
Call into the kiosk at Bright Lake to book a site. They do book up quickly. I mean, for Derby, we're completely full. For that, we're getting for an event we have going out there later on in the year, we're full.
So for Brenda's event that we're going to talk about in a minute, that's already booked out?
Well, it's not completely booked out, but it is. Will be. Yes. And I've had a lot of people already, getting their tickets and then going over to Bright Lake and booking their sites for that as well.
Oh.
Yeah. And this is it's really nice out there, especially right now. So during that time, I think it's going to be even more beautiful.
All right. So, Brenda, we're going to transition back over to you.
All right.
Taylor kind of teed it up for you, saying, hey, there's something special coming that enough people want to camp to be a participant in this event. They want to also enjoy beyond the special event you've got.
For sure. So we have a new exciting event. It is called Sip and Savor Tehachapi. It will take place at Bright Lake, and this will be on June 22nd. It will start at 6 p.m. and end at 9 p.m. We're really excited about that time because we will have just such a beautiful view of the lake at sunset. And so that's in itself, it just really sets the vibe. I think it's perfect for what we're trying to do. This event is really highlighting Tehachapi, not only the location, that property, but Tehachapi has really become big on wineries. So this is a wine event, and there will also be food, more so appetizers from local eateries. So we have the Tehachapi Wine Growers Commission on board. All the wineries in Tehachapi will be there serving wine. Tickets are $65. They are now available online. That includes a keepsake tasting glass. You get 3 5-ounce pours of wine of your choice, so you get to pick which 3 you want to try. And then you will also get 3 hors d'oeuvres for the event. So again, you'll get to pick which 3 you'd like. Each restaurant or eatery will bring 2 options, so you can use all 3 of your options at one location, or you can get one at each, whatever is best. We will have live music from local musicians, and just a fun atmosphere for adults only. We will also have an option for a designated driver, and that one will be $30. It would include everything for the exception of the wine.
Okay, yeah. If you're the DD, you get to enjoy the music, the ambiance of being out there, Bright Lake, taking in the view and the hors d'oeuvres. But no alcohol for you.
No alcohol, no tasting glass, of course, but everything else. you get.
You
to
should give them a
enjoy.
keychain. There should be a commemorative keychain that they get for being the
I
designated
survived.
driver.
Yeah.
Or it says my turn next year.
Or they could just book a site at Bright Lake and they wouldn't have to worry about having a DD.
Yeah. See, and that's I think that's really cool, is because that's, again, another event that you can camp at and enjoy. And then the next day they get to enjoy the lake and maybe go fishing or go for a hike or whatever they want to do, there. There's hiking trails there.
I know. I still need to go check them out.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome place.
It really is. I like the view. You kind of go at the top of the dam. It's really pretty.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big event. How many
Correct.
tickets or participants are we going to allow before? Is there going to be a sellout?
There is. Yes.
Okay. How close are we getting to that sellout?
I'm not sure. I haven't checked lately, so I'm not quite sure. But we do have a cap on
Okay.
it, and that is 250.
Okay. And what's the date?
June 22nd.
Okay. So that's going to fast approach. That's going to get here very quick. And that's when weather is ideal, because June, we have a little of that June gloom where it kind of cools off and then it warms back up. And this will be probably in that warmer part of June but it's not too hot yet.
Yeah, and and doing it in the evening in an open space near water, it's going to be perfect. We don't expect it to be too hot or cold. I think that it's going to be, hopefully, we also live in Tehachapi, so you never know.
You never know. Bring your layers.
Yeah.
Bring that light jacket, bring the heavy jacket, because you never know.
Right.
Yeah.
But you might be shorts and a t-shirt. You never know what the weather's going to, an hour later, you're hunkering down for the jacket.
Right.
Yeah, it could be windy. We have
true.
our summer movies in the park, and we've had times where, around the same time that it gets windy. But never really too cold. But again, in the evening, it could be a little chilly.
Looking forward to that. So that's June 22nd. And tickets, where do they go to purchase tickets?
They can go on TVRPD.org. They can either find the event page with all the information under events, or when you visit our site, at the very top right-hand corner, it says register online. You click there and it'll pop up all our current programs and events that are open for registration, which this is one of them.
Now, I never asked, is there a newsletter? Do you guys have something that comes out on a frequently?
Yeah, so anything that goes out on our, all our marketing, any social media on our website, it also goes out by email. You can subscribe as well on our website. If you're, usually if you register for something, it will add you on there. But if not, also on the top right-hand corner, there is an option to subscribe for our emails.
I need to do that. Because you guys are stepping up your game. You've got more activities, more programs, more events that are going on. And even though I frequent the website, I probably need to make sure that I get it as soon as you send it out, because especially if tickets are selling as fast as they do, I want to be first in line.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. So what other things do we have coming up that you guys want to talk about?
We have our Memorial Day ceremony that will take place on Memorial Day, which is Monday, May 27th. We work in collaboration with veterans, the Legion, the VFW, all kinds, Blue Star Mothers, and all kinds of groups, related to any veterans in our community. Again, that will take place on May 27th. That takes place at Central Park. We do our ceremony. We've been sending out reminders. This year we are doing something a little bit different. We are adding an option to submit photos of, any service members that have served. And we will be doing a wall with those photos. That form is available online on our website, tvrpd.org, under events and Memorial Day. You can find those details. You'll just have to answer a couple questions just to give us some background on, the person you're submitting. And this is for Tehachapi residents. If you live in Tehachapi and have a member you'd like to submit, you can do that. Or if it's, someone that you want to remember that is from Tehachapi, either way, that can be done online. And we will have that wall up for display during the ceremony. And that will start at 11 a.m. And something that we kind of have changed. In the past, we have done a Memorial Day parade. And last year we did, the veterans and, all of us decided that it was more fitting to do a parade for Veterans Day instead of Memorial Day. We want to focus Memorial Day and remember those that have served. And, it's just more appropriate. We want to celebrate our veterans, people that are here and all those families, on Veterans Day. So
and this discussion didn't come lightly. This is involved with all those veteran groups, and the veterans are the ones that led this decision. Because ultimately, we've always said to the veterans, it's your decision.
Yeah.
You tell us what you want to do. And I know this has come from the veterans on the committee themselves and said, yes, let's just keep the parade to Veterans Day and celebrate veterans, and let's keep the ceremony to honor those that have fallen in the line of duty, that paid the ultimate sacrifice, and do this at one ceremony versus having the parade that leads to the ceremony. So this is a decision that came from our veteran community.
Yes. And, again, it did not come lightly, but it was definitely something that we felt was best. And, Memorial Day, again, like you said, we'll focus on the ceremony and remembering those. And Veterans Day will be much bigger. I mean, we've always done a ceremony. We will now be doing the parade. And then we also do a kids obstacle course. We have food. So, we really, really want to spend that time celebrating on Veterans Day.
Yeah, and that comes in November. It's a great time to celebrate our veterans. But here, Memorial Day, it's just a day of remembrance, reflection, and to honor those. So I think this is a good decision that they made, and this is what they want. So we're all going to support it and make sure we turn out to Central Park on the Monday, Memorial Day. Was it 11 a.m.?
Yes. At
11 a.m. to honor those. So that's great. And I know in the past I've been a part of those committees that have talked about the different things. So I know that TVRPD, the city of Tehachapi, we get behind whatever the veterans want is what we want to do. And we just help facilitate their wishes.
Yes.
So this came from the veterans themselves. So it's not a city-led initiative or a TVRPD initiative that says, hey, this isn't going to happen. This is what the veterans wanted to do. So we're here to support that, make sure that we're clear about that.
Absolutely.
Okay. So looking forward to that as well. Anything else coming up?
No, just the kids free fishing day on this Saturday.
Yeah. So get out there, and then that's the kickoff for the fishing derby. So Taylor, again, hit on what's for this weekend, the highlights, and what's the ages and times that kids should head out to Bright Lake.
So it's this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. First 50 children that are in need of fishing poles, will have those available. And we'll have the players from Tehachapi Baseball Travel Team out there. We'll also have free hot dogs for any of the children that are going out there, provided by Tehachapi Hot Dog Company for Warriors or for Heroes.
Yeah.
He's providing that. And then
very cool
meals for purchase for the parents.
Very nice. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a fun weekend. Way to kind of, we're in spring, but it's kind of, to me, it's like that kickoff to summer, the summer activities, heading out to the lake, but it's a great springtime event.
It's supposed to be a little chilly, but Taylor will be out there.
Rain or shine, I'll be there.
She's gonna have some heaters out there trying to keep warm, but yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It'll be a good time. All right. So anything else that we want to touch on?
No, the only other thing we have right now is registration for our summer adventure camp.
Oh, right.
That registration has started. We are capping each age group, and it's, Sierra, who's the camp director, has been working really hard on planning everything. I believe last time I kind of brought up one of the bigger field trips was going to the movie theater. And, now that that's closed, it kind of threw that up in the air. But she has a backup plan, and I believe she's finalizing everything, and they will be taking a field trip to the Lancaster movie theater, which is really, really exciting for them. And that is made possible by McDonald's and Tehachapi. They are sponsoring quite a big chunk of the cost of field trips. Not all of them, but it really, really helps helps the parents because not only do they pay to participate in the summer camp, but there is additional cost to any field trips. And again, McDonald's and Tehachapi is really helping cover.
Marianne's great. Marianne, who owns McDonald's, she steps up for the community.
She does.
She's on the board of directors. She represents the city in one of those board seats, but her business, she always makes sure she's like, what can I do for kids and take care of the community? So she's just got a great heart.
Yeah, she's great.
And she was out at the walking groups day one.
I know.
And she led the charge too. My goodness.
The top of the line, yeah.
How does she have the energy of running all those locations she's got and still out there and just
she shows up to all of the 5Ks and everything too.
She does.
She's great.
Excellent. All right. Well, I think we covered a lot. We talked about a lot of things. Go to tvrpd.org if you want more information on any of these. Follow your social medias. You guys are on Instagram and Facebook. And I know that you guys are always open to taking calls and answering questions, or people can stop by the office there on D Street also if it need be. And that's where they can purchase the fitness pass, the swim pass, everything at the office, right?
Yeah, and they can also purchase the pool passes at the pool, and the fitness passes are also available with the instructor.
Okay, very good. Maya, anything in closing?
No, there's just lots to do, and summer's right around the corner, so we'll be staying busy.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Taylor, Brenda, thank you for giving us the update.
Yeah,
thank you for having us.
All right, folks, we appreciate the time you spend with us, and we remind you if there's a thought or a question based on today's topic and discussion, send us an email, media@TehachapiCityHall.com, and we'll catch you again soon right here on Tehachapod.
This is Tehachapi. This is Tehachapi. This is Tehachapi. This is Tehachapi. This is Tehachapi.